My brother texted, "Hope you die alone, you pathetic loser." Hours later, my parents called. "Your brother's in the hospital. Send $35,000 now or he'll die." I hung up and went back to sleep. After that, everything unraveled. I stared at the glowing screen of my phone in the dark. "Hope you die alone, you pathetic loser." That was the text my older brother Eric sent me at 9 p.m. on a Tuesday. His crime, I had finally said no. After years of being the family ATM, I refused to drain my savings to fund his latest business venture. A crypto scam that a blind man could see was a pyramid scheme. Eric was the golden child. I was the backup plan. For 28 years, my parents celebrated his every breath while treating me like an unpaid intern in my own family. When I bought my first house, my mom's only comment was, "It's a shame Eric is stuck renting. You should let him move into your guest room." I didn't reply to his text. I just put my phone on silent and closed my eyes. At 3:14 a.m., the screen lit up again. My mom, I ignored it. She called again and again. By the fourth call, my stomach heightened. Despite everything, they were still my parents. I answered. "He's in the hospital." My mother sobbed, her voice ordering on hysterical. "It's Eric. He's going to die. You need to send $35,000 right now. They won't operate without a deposit." I sat up, the cold air of my bedroom hitting my chest. What happened? It doesn't matter. My dad yelled in the background, snatching the phone. "Send the money. I know you have it. If you don't wire it immediately, your brother is dead. He's bleeding out. Do you understand?" I look at the text Eric had sent me just 6 hours earlier. "Hope you die alone." I thought about the years of verbal abuse, the stolen credit cards they made me forgive, the constant manipulation. I took a deep breath. "No." "What?" My dad gasped, the line going dead silent. "I'm not sending a dime. Good luck." I hung up, turned my phone off completely, and went back to sleep. I slept for a solid 5 hours. It was the most peaceful rest I'd had in years. When I woke up and booted my phone, my notifications exploded. I had 47 missed calls, 12 voicemails, and dozens of texts from extended family calling me a monster, a sociopath, and a murderer. According to them, I had sentenced my own flesh and blood to a painful death over petty jealousy. But here's the thing about grief-stricken panic that makes people sloppy with their lies. I didn't feel guilt. I felt suspicious. I live in the U.S. Emergency rooms are legally required to stabilize patients regardless of their ability to pay. They don't hold dying men hostage for a $35,000 wire transfer at 3 a.m. So I called my cousin Dave, who works as a dispatcher for the county police. I asked him to check the logs for Eric's name. It took Dave exactly 3 minutes to shatter my parents' entire narrative. Eric was in the hospital. Yes, with a fractured wrist and a busted lip. He wasn't dying. He was under police guard. Hours after sending me that vile text, Eric got blackout drunk, hopped into his leased BMW, and plowed straight through the front windows of a high-end vintage watch store. When the cops arrived, he tried to fight him. The $35,000 wasn't for a life-saving surgery. It was the exact amount the store owner demanded an immediate restitution to not press. Additional civil charges, plus the bail money my parents desperately needed to keep their golden boy out of a jail cell. They were willing to bankrupt me to cover up his felony. A cold, profound sense of clarity washed over me. I didn't yell. I didn't write a long, emotional essay on Facebook. I simply took a screenshot of Eric's arrest record, which Dave had kindly sent me, and dropped it into the massive family group chat. I added one sentence. "Since everyone is so worried about Eric's medical bills,